You're about to witness greatness. Welcome, everyone. Today, I have joined you from my Nokia smartphone, and we're going to be telling stories and have fun. Once upon a time, there was an Englishman named Thomas. He was a mechanic, a honest working mechanic. He couldn't save money. One day, he had a daughter, and when she became 5, he had a deficiency in the hormones that build her body muscles. So she stopped growing. Every time he enters her room, he finds her crying. He looks at her in despair, and then he enters his room, hitting his bed with his leg, punching the walls. He says, God, why me? Every other person, when they give birth to a daughter, it's good. Their daughters are good. Why is my daughter not normal? He stayed in this space for a very long time. Every time he enters her room, he finds her crying. And one time, he was going to the what's it called? The factory that he works in. He told his friend about his story. He told him, daughters, my friend, are one of the most beautiful secrets of God. Enjoy her company, and God will show you the beauty in it. He left work in the middle of his shift, even though he always used to do 2 shifts. He went running to his house. He entered his daughter's room, and as usual, she was looking at him crying. So he carried her on his back. The daughter stopped crying, and then he carried her on his shoulder. He started smiling. He started running while carrying her in the house. And then he spread his arms like wings. The daughter started chuckling of laughter. He took her in the street, and then he started running. He started laughing even more. Every day he was running with her in the street for very long distances. And he started working half the time he used to work before. Now he's working 1 shift. One of the best blessings is that God blesses you with the love of your daughter and her smile. And one night, his neighbor looked at him while he was running with her, and every day he would pay attention and notice. So one time he met him down in the street. He left his apartment and left and went to meet him in the street. He told him, "You're fast while running, and you're talented. Have you ever considered joining the annual marathon that is organized by the Queen?" Thomas liked the idea, and he didn't deny the offer or the suggestion. So he actually went to the marathon. He signed up while carrying his daughter on his shoulders. He ran and he ran, and he reached the third place in the marathon. The people were not looking at the person in first place. They were looking at Thomas because he did something different. He's carrying his daughter. The entire press was focused on him. The newspapers started talking about it. And the second year, he was also carrying his daughter. He entered the marathon. His daughter laughing on his shoulders, and he's struggling, giving it his all. He made it to the first place, and he showed everyone. And because of his daughter, he won $9 million in reward, and he became the perfect father. One of the rich people of England who once had nothing, and no one knew him. And all of this is because of his daughter. And then he remembered his friend's saying from the factory, and he put it in a library. Daughters, my friend, are the beautiful secrets of God. Enjoy what's beautiful, and look at her with the eye of your heart, and God will show you the beauty in it someday. Remember, everything in your life is given to you for a reason, and everything is a message for you only if you think about it in a wise way. Thank you. That's it. What is the clapping soundboard thingy? Ah, I guess I have to make my own.
He was an old man who fished alone in the skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking fish in the first 40 days. A boy has been with him, but after 40 days without fish, the boy's parents returned and had told him that the old man was now definitely and finally Salau, which is the worst form of unlucky. And and the boy had gone at theirs order in another boat, which caught three good fishes. And at the first week, it made the boy sad to see an old man struggling for his own life, for his own income, with the skiff empty alongside him. And he always went down to help him carry either the coiled chains or the gaff and the harpoon. And the sail that was furled around the mast, the sail was patched with flour sacks and furled. It looked like a flag or looked like a permanent defeat. The old man was thin and gaunt, with deep wrinkles in the back of his neck, the brown blotches of the benevolent skin cancer the sun brings him from its reflection on the tropic sea, where on his cheeks the blotches ran well down the side of his face, and his hands had the deep creased scars from handling heavy fish on the cords. But no one actually knew where these scars came from, except the little boy. They were they were as old erosions in the fishless desert. Everything about him was old, except his eyes, and they were the same color as the sea, and were cheerful and undefeated. Santiago, the boy, said to him as they climbed the bank from where the skiff was. Hold up, I could go with you again. We've made some money. The old man had taught the boy to fish, and the boy loved him more than even his parents. No, the old man said, you're with the lucky boat. Stay with them. But remember how you went 87 days without a fish, and then you caught the big ones?
Once upon a time, in a bus station, an old man and a pregnant woman waiting for the bus to arrive. The old man was looking at the pregnant woman Billy, like he was curious, and he was asking her, "What month are you in with the baby and stuff?" Mm, the woman was like, not that focused on him, but she was thinking on a different thing, and she was worried, I think, because of the baby and stuff. And in her face, she was sad. Then, the first time, she didn't listen to the man question anyway. But after he repeated it one more time, she answered, "I am in the 23rd week." Then he answered, "Is this the first one?" She said, "Yes." The old man said, "Don't worry, it's just a normal fear. It will be coming up soon and everything will be okay." Then the woman put her hand in her belly and looked at the guy, and she was really holding her tears. And she said to him, I really wish. Then he said to her, "Every one of us having its worried and everything because we don't know the future. And actually, we don't care about the future. It will come anyway. We just need to worry about the present. So don't worry. Just worry about what you are now. And she answered in her sadly tone, perhaps, perhaps I will. Then the old man was more curious to ask her, you seem very worried. Where is your husband? Is he around? She answered, no, he left me 4 months ago. Then he answered, why? She said it's complicated. Then she asked him, what about her? Your family, your friends? You don't have anyone? She took a deep breath. She said to him, I'm with my father, and he is a little bit sick. Then he said to her, I understand. Did he is like a backbone to you now, as he was in while you are young? She cried and said, yes. Even if he is very sick, he's still my backbone. Then he asked why, what he have, what disease, what. She answered him and told him he can't remember me. He have Alzheimer. Then while she said this last line, the bus arrived, and while she's going to the bus, she said to the old man, "Our bus arrived, Dad," and she holded his hand and entered the bus. Okay, thank you all for this. Yeah, thank you all for this beautiful activity. See you next week.